I'm crying because it's time. It's heater time. And I hate it so much. It's going to be interrupting me all the time. I actually smashed one of these with a sledgehammer.
Now that's a lot of damage.
What's up? It's Casey from Caseyscustoms. We're back on the budget build lifted 55 Ford RATROD. In this video, I do a bunch of sheet metal work. We finally get the glass installed. I fix the ugly dash, and the giveaway is live now. Let's go.
How that sound? Yeah, that sound good. Tell them bring it down. Like some Wendy's in your town. Dollar sign. How that sound? Yeah, that sound good. Tell them get in line. Hold it down.
Before we get started here, the giveaway for this truck is live right now. You can go to my website, Caseyscustoms.com, and go buy a sticker and get entered to win. If you have any questions or you're curious about how they work, go to the end of the video. I go through all the details on my giveaways, but for now, let's get to work. We are back on the 1955 Ford truck. In this video, we're gonna finish it up all the loose ends that we can go ahead and get our giveaway started. The first thing I wanna do is take care of this ugly dash. Now, this solution that I came up with isn't gonna be perfect. It's definitely not gonna make it pretty, but it'll make it better than it is. The plan is to run some round bar across the top of this dash and then fill this whole thing in with sheet metal, butting up to the bottom of the 55 dash. It's not the perfect solution, but with a piece of sheet metal there, you could put speakers there, you could run all kinds of, anything you want to do up here, and I think it'll really help the look. In reality, if this was my truck and I wanted to keep it forever, I would somehow figure out a way to raise the dash all the way up or use an original dash, but that's not really in the cards for this one, and I don't want to add another 100 hours of work to this since we're going to be doing a cheaper giveaway on it. And really, like I said, if you didn't know before, I just bought this truck for parts for my other 55 Ford truck that we're building. So the goal is to get this whole thing filled in with sheet metal. I also want to fill in the wheel wells. Rear end is actually wide enough. I don't need any curve to these. They just need to be flat so that you can't see through it like that. I don't love that. So we need to get sheet metal for the dash and then also 2 pieces of sheet metal to put back here to close all this up. I don't have any sheet metal at this shop, so we're going to my other shop. Let's go. Okay, we have our sheet metal cut. I'm gonna start with the bed first. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just tackle the dash. I got some 1/4 inch round bar. That actually might be 3/8 inch round bar. And what I'm gonna do is I wanna run it right across the top of that. Obviously I need to leave some room for the glove box to open, but I want it right at the top of that, and that'll give us something to weld to. I'll get this piece in there, see what it looks like, and then if we have to, we'll add another piece to kind of close this in. But at the end of the day, it's always gonna be an S10 dash, so let's just try and make it as pretty as we can. But yeah, let's do our round bar. Okay, check it out. I got the 3/8 bar in there. I still need to shape it a little bit more. I'm going to hammer that edge down a little bit tomorrow, and then we'll start putting our sheet metal in. But for now, it's the end of the day, and I am going to clear coat my running boards. I'm probably going to spray a little bit of black paint on them too. But the reason I'm doing that now is so that it can dry overnight, so that tomorrow when we come back to work, I don't have to smell spray paint all day. So let's do that real quick. I actually want to see how this looks cleared. I might like it black instead of cleared. I take that back. I absolutely love that. That looks awesome. I couldn't do the wipe on clear on the running boards because they're too rough. It would just rip the rag if I did it. I tell you what, that is exactly what I wanted. Sweet! Oh, that looks perfect. I'm crying, and it's not because of the sty I have. I'm crying because it's time. It's heater time, and I hate it so much. It's going to be interrupting me all the time. I actually smashed one of these with a sledgehammer one time. I've done it more than once, but I did it one time on camera. It's a bittersweet time when you got to hook the damn heater up. We made it till the 19th of October, which I guess is pretty good, but stupid heater. I fucking hate Missouri. Here comes the worst sound in the world. It's officially winter. Okay, it is the next day. We had the heater running for a little bit. I haven't smashed it yet, but don't think I won't. We are back on our dash project. I got the top bar kind of where I want it. It still needs to be fitted a little bit better on this side. What I'm going to do is I'll probably Put a couple pieces of round bar so this will stay down, because right now it's not exactly where I want it. And then we're going to start getting our sheet metal in there. We already got our sheet metal cut out yesterday, so I don't have it cut to shape, but I got the piece I need to get it in there. So let's start forming some shit up. And also, our clear coated running boards came out perfect. I had a couple of people ask why I didn't paint those black whenever I did the truck. It's because I thought that if I could get some clear over that rust it had, it would match close enough where it wouldn't just be a jet black running board. It actually have a little bit of character to it. Another thing I forgot to say we need to do is fix the hood. The hood isn't sitting right at all. It doesn't latch right either. I need my dad to help me because these hinges actually need moved down a much. And then we're going to go ahead and figure out if our grill doesn't need tweaked around or if it's the hood. Whenever I was editing the video, it looks like this grill is crooked, but whenever I measure everything from side to side, everything is straight, but it gives off the illusion that it's crooked as hell. I think some of that is because our hood isn't sitting right. Our hood's actually crooked. So once we get the hood fit, we'll double check everything and see if that still isn't looking a little wonky. But we're going to do all that at another time. Right now, we are doing the dash. So this ended up being a huge pain in the ass because on that side, the pieces need to be basically straight up and down. On this side, they needed to have some curve to them. And then on the corners, they needed to curve back to flat. Real pain in the ass. Took a lot longer than I thought it did. I still need to do a bunch of welding, grinding, shaping it, smoothing it out. But it's okay for now. It's a good stopping point. The goal now is to go ahead and get started on these flat pieces that are going to go here on the bed. And I was going to grind all the way down on the inside of the bed so that I could find out where they need to weld to. I think what I'm going to do instead is get the pieces, put them up there, sheet metal screw them in place where I know exactly where they're going to be, mark where they're going to be, and then take them off and then just grind around the edge. So that way we can get a real good weld just around the edge, and we don't have to rip all the patina off the sides. So it'll just kind of be around there. And then what we'll do is we'll spray those to match, so it's not like brand new sheet metal. It'll kind of blend a little bit. Let's get those screwed in real quick. Okay, so I was originally just screwing these in so that I could figure out where I needed to grind all the paint off and get them welded. Well, after I got to looking at them, I realized if anybody wants to run like a different offset rim or maybe a wider wheel or something, they're going to be in the way. And so then I was like, oh, okay, I'll get them welded in and then I'll cut, where the wheel well is going to be. And then I was like, well, maybe somebody will just run the tires and wheels that's on it. Anyways, long story short, I decided screw it. We're just going to screw them in. I'll just leave them there. I'm going to go ahead and paint them still so they don't stick out like a sore thumb. But if somebody wants to change, their tires or their setup or even how the rear suspension is, that's going to be in the way. So it'd be a lot easier to just be able to unbolt it, get it out of the way than if I actually had it welded in there and then they have to figure out where to cut. I think it would just be a lot easier this way. And what's funny enough, it looks like somebody had already done that because there's a paint mark all the way around them. So I think something was already bolted there anyways, which is kind of funny. But they're not going to hit with the tire and wheel setup I have right now, so it shouldn't be no big deal. And the main reason I wanted to even close that up at all is because I hated looking through here and seeing all the way through to the other side. So it's really nice that it closed all that up. So now whenever we undercoat all this, it'll just be black in there, which would be nice. I was hoping to have my hubcaps in this video. I don't know if they're going to be, but I got a nice set of chrome hubcaps that will come out a little bit. I also have chrome lug nuts coming too. They might be here tomorrow, but I'm not sure. If not, they'll be there whenever we finish this thing all up. But yeah, it don't look too bad. I think I'm going to wait to paint it right now just because I don't want to smell paint fumes while I'm in here the rest of the day. I think the plan that we're going to do right now, is to get our door fitting and shutting a little bit better. This side, the latch isn't even on because it was so bad. And we're going to go ahead and weld some more on our dash and get that all ground down. And then we'll be able to do paint on that and the bed. So naturally, all the hardware and stuff was taken out of this door. I never understand why people strip doors down as much as they do. I run into this a lot. I've owned over probably 150 old cars. For some reason, when people think, it's time to build their truck, it's time to paint the truck, they will always just strip the doors. And it's something that takes just 10 hours to put back apart. I mean, it just takes forever. It's not hard work, but it takes forever. And I have ran into more abandoned projects than probably most people on this planet. They always have a stripped door and then they did nothing else. So it's like, why the hell did you strip the door and then just stop on the project? If you were gonna do it, you know, strip the body down, you know, do whatever, start fixing rust. This is my PSA to guys, please. If you have a project car, I have faith in you. You are going to finish it. It's going to be awesome. If for some reason you need to strip the door, and there's only about 1% of you where you actually need to strip the door, do it absolutely last. Because what happens is the door gets stripped, and then all the hardware comes up missing, and then you find some of it, and it's just rusted solid. So I've been spending the last 20 minutes taking these little rusty bolts, running them on the wire wheel, trying to get them cleaned up, trying to break them loose with WD-40, just so much extra time. And all I'm even trying to do is get the latches hooked up. I'm not even going to put all the door shit back in. I'll probably just leave that to whoever wins the giveaway. Please, from Casey, don't do this shit. I finally got this door about where I want it. There we go. It's not bad. Okay, sweet. We actually have doors. God, that took forever. Okay, got the door shutting good. I'm gonna go ahead, finish up the dash. I just need to do a bunch of welding and a bunch of grinding. Then I'm gonna start getting my glass prepped to be put in. Me and my dad are gonna put it in this evening. I need to get all the rubber channel put on there. I need to get the rope put in the channel. It's a whole pain in the ass. But right now we need to get the dash all buttoned up, and then we will paint the bed and the dash together. Check it out. Got the dash all buttoned up. I don't hate it. Certainly could be better, but for what we got, I am kind of happy with how it looks, to be completely honest with you. I did see one thing. I was getting ready to start putting the rubber on the windshields. I just saw this. He must have had some rust up here that needed fixed. This sharp, jagged edge obviously isn't going to work for whenever we put the windshield up there. So I'm going to go ahead and grind all this out real quick. And then we're going to start putting the rubber on the windows, and I think I might be able to do the back one myself, or at least get it put in there by myself, and then put the, or get the rubber ready for the front one, but I don't know. But first we need to grind the shit out of all that garbage. This is really stupid to do by yourself, but I'm impatient.
2 hours later.
I'm gonna probably have my old man finish it up with me, but it's in there for now. It ain't going anywhere. Check it out. Got the windshield rubber on the windshield. I'm gonna wait to put my rope in for my dad gets here tonight, and we'll finish up the rear glass, and then we'll put the windshield in. But for now, I'm gonna paint my dash, paint my bed, and then go ahead and shoot some undercoating all up under there too. Check it out. Got it all undercoated. Everything's blacked out, looks good. Got the bed painted as well. Also, the dash is all done. There's a bunch of different colors on there. There's red, blue, brown, and then black on top. So whenever that dries, I will sand that to match the patina on the truck. So Dad has been here for 30 seconds, and I told him this wasn't fitting very good. And he said, yeah, it's because it goes in from the inside. I should have remembered that from the F1000. So we get to put in the windshield and now redo the back glass. Good times. Done. All right, now we're gonna put the back in the right. Correctly. Doing it right. You actually actually got a hit from the other way. Bada bing! She got glass, baby! Check it out. The glass is in and it's looking awesome. Very, very happy. Glass is always extremely nerve-wracking, especially when it's not cheap or easy to find glass. Really, really happy it went on perfect. New glass, new rubber all around. It just looks great. I also have a question for everybody. Okay, the giveaway is live right now, but I'm still going to have a week to work on this before we end up shipping it off. And I need to know what you guys want me to do with this bed floor. A bunch of people said if they win, they're going to put a piece of metal in it anyway. I had a couple guys say if they win, they want to do a really nice wooden setup. If I do it, I'm going to put a piece of plywood down, and then I'm just going to put these strips in here with some screws, kind of like how I did on my 55 Chevy truck. Really simple, really durable, and easy. Let me know if that's what you guys want. I was just going to leave it as is. If people think it really needs to have a bed floor in it, let me know down below. Just leave a comment. Say, hey, you're going to have to put the wood in, and I will. But if it's something that the winner wants to do a lot nicer job on, I completely understand. So if they're going to do it anyway, then I won't bother. But let me know what you guys think below. For now, I have a shop vac from Harbor Freight to try out, and I'm going to get this all cleaned up. There is like an inch of sand down in the bottom of this thing. Just sat outside for like 6 months, if you didn't know, and it's never really been cleaned from the inside. I think I've blown it out a couple times, but I've never really vacuumed it. So we're going to do that now, and then we're going to go over the giveaway details and probably wrap up. Check it out. Got it all cleaned up. I think I'm either going to do some undercoating on the floor or I'm going to do some sound deadener. Let me know what you guys want to see, because like I said, this isn't going to be my truck, but I think a real nice thick coat of undercoating would look good. And then whoever wants to put carpet on it, they can, but that'll kind of seal up all these joints from where the previous owner welded up the S10 frame to the 55 body. He actually did a really good job. He used some real thick plate. Don't look too bad at all. That's probably the first time that floor has been clean in a very long time. Glass is in and it is done and looking great. Well, it's not done. It's 99% done, but it is looking great, and it is time to start the giveaway. If you've never been into one of my giveaways before, let me explain them real quick. You go to my website, www.Caseyscustoms.com. You buy a sticker and you are entered to win. Every single sticker that you buy is one entry to win the truck, and you will see your name on a list of all the people that have bought stickers. I am not a fan of the way some of these other giveaways are done, where it's all anonymous. You don't know who's involved. You don't know how many spots you have. I don't like any of that. You buy a sticker, you are entered to win. Before we do the giveaway, I will post the names and you can see where you're at and what your number is, and we will do the giveaway live. I do all that on Facebook Live. YouTube doesn't let me go live for some reason. I will post the names on Facebook and all that too. Another thing I do is I always include free shipping of the truck to your house anywhere in the continental USA, the lower 48. If you're outside of that region, you can still win. You can still enter to win. I just can't do shipping. I don't even know how I would ship something to Australia. I've done it before, but it was completely on the winner's side. I don't know how any of that even starts. I will help out in any way I can. If that is something that interests you, it sounds like something you want to get into, go to the website, Caseyscustoms.com, and you can see all the information. If there is another question you have that just isn't being answered, shoot me an email at Caseyscustoms@yahoo.com, and I'll be happy to answer. This is I think our 7th one. They're a lot of fun. The more we do, the easier they get, and they're just really going off without a hitch now, and everybody seems to really like the chance at them. So the stickers are live on the website right now. My giveaways usually sell out in 24 to 36 hours. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, please do that now. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, comment, all the good stuff I tell you at the end of videos. Check out some more of my other videos. Peace. Love ya.
I cannot really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving.